Given that I've had a prolonged absence prior to this video, I feel like it's way too late to just dedicate a whole video to reviewing the most current generation of Pokemon games. So I'm just gonna do that real fast before I get into this list, and then we'll get into the list like as I had said. By far, without competition, the newest games for Pokemon, the newest generation, are the best ones, bar none. I wasn't even too into X and Y. I'm gonna be honest. They were pretty good, but they were kind of like that first step into 3D. But so there was a lot to them to me that just didn't work. However, Sun and Moon, there's a lot going for it. First of all, the music is more appropriate than ever, and plus it's kind of chill and it really sells the whole island feel to it. Just kind of chill, calm. These actually are really soft games. Like the color palettes are really soft to it too. The formula is a bit different. You don't just go do gems. You have to collect. You have to go through challenges and different things like that, and they're actually fairly challenging, or at least a few of them are. I like the designs of the new Pokemon on this roster. There's just so much great that can be said about these games. I hate that I had to go through the whole game without ever using my Master Ball. I caught everything. The legendaries, well, there's still some legendaries I have to get, but so far I have not had to use my Master Ball for shit. Catching Pokemon, and overall the games are still pretty easy, I'm going to be honest with you, but there's a lot around it that has improved, and the mechanics and the look and the feel is really immersive. And that's all I'm just going to say. They're my favorite. They're the best ones so far. Now we can get into which Pokemon are the best out of these games. Now, finally, let's just get started. Number 5 is Mimikyu. By far, without competition, Mimikyu, despite being number 5, is the most interesting Pokemon on this list, and most certainly the most interesting Pokemon of all the generation, and possibly the most interesting that no one ever was. This is what happens when you go for a long time without making a video. Your jokes get rusty, and they're rusty as shit. Much like Cubone from Generation 1, Mimikyu has a very poignant Pokédex entry and a very poignant background. I just recently learned what poignant means, so I wanted to shoehorn that in somewhere. That's pretty poignant, ain't it? There's going to be a definition on the screen of what that word means. Cubone, if you don't know about his story, Cubone, his mother died, and that's pretty sad. So, like most of us do, when we're grieving, we take the head of the deceased corpse and put it on top of ours. That's so disturbing, and that's unconventional to say the very least. So we don't even really know what Cubone's face looks like. Much similar to Mimikyu's situation. It's very sad and apparently very hideous, so much to the point that it killed somebody. That's how bad it was. That's how bad Mimikyu looks. So he puts the Pikachu costume on so that he can get closer to people because he's so ugly.
He was so ugly that everyone died. The end.
So that's largely, honestly, why Mimikyu is on this list. I haven't used it much in battle. I know it's got some pretty neat abilities. It basically comes fitted with a I don't know what the fuck the Pokemon. You get to hit it once without it can get hit once without taking damage, and then after that its disguise is busted. I'm losing track of the actual name for this ability, and so you get a free hit basically. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm rooting for you, Mimikyu. I hope you find the companionship that you are looking for, and that's why you're on number 5, behind everybody else on this list. Coming in at number 4 is Mudsdale. Probably one of the most useful fucking Pokemon in all of the newest goddamn generation. It can reduce your vehicle to garbage, and it can also insulate your home too. Just look at that Pokédex entry. It's useful. If you have a house that needs to be insulated, or if you have a car that it's too complete, and you need it less of that. Its kicks are pretty fucking powerful. That's what I'm trying to say. Own tempo and stamina are its two abilities that you can catch it and it'll have. The one I caught, luckily, had stamina, which is amazing. Not only does Mudsteel already have good defense, each time with the ability stamina, it gets hit, up to a certain point, its defense raises even more. So it really has a lot of endurance in battle, and it's really a fucking tank. It's the most highly useful, to me, ability. And that's a huge reason why I kept him on my team throughout the whole game. After I caught the little donkey first form. What the fuck was its name? Its name's Mudbray. Mudbray. Fucking. Number 3 is Micah Bolt. I am not one much to use bug type Pokemon. I seriously doubt I'm the only one. They're usually just not that fucking useful. But Vikavolt kind of stands out to me. I'm not a fan of its preceding forms, by the way. They aren't. His first 2 forms are just ridiculous looking. It's a fucking square! Its pairing with electricity, with electric type, is interesting to me. Finally, they made a fucking insect type situation that's fairly useful. And it has a neat design. It's brutal as shit! And it's got those big clamper things on its face. I know that I'm being extremely detailed right now, and that my terminologies. I love the fucking Pokemon! I don't have a whole lot to say about Vikavolt. Mostly, I'm just excited the fact that I finally got excited about insect Pokemon, bug-type Pokemon. Number 2, Araquanid. It's the spider water type. It's another bug type. There's 2 bug types on this list. That is unprecedented. This is me writing the script for this. Oh man, I'm aching to use this goddamn word unprecedented. Y'all just got a sneak peek into the creative process that goes into my videos. Killer script writing. Dude, Araquanid is the best bug type ever. Fucking ever. Fuck Pinsir. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Heracross. Araquanid's special defense is awesome. And its attack's awesome. It's just got great stats. It's got a really neat design. It's this big, giant, goddamn spider with this like bubble thing on its fucking head. And it's water type. I use it as my water ice type because its attack abilities are pretty good too. So it just got me so excited to have this on my list because I've never been able to get excited about that before. Thank you, Sun and Moon, for giving us some good bug types. Finally, Pokemon done did it. I've used this Pokemon a lot. When I caught that Dupitor, which is its first form, I didn't know what to make of it. I just immediately knew I felt like I needed it in my life. And it's been in my life ever since. When I tell you my favorite Pokemon of the new generation, you're immediately going to know what my starter was. My favorite Pokemon of the new generation is Decidueye. There's some really hard to pronounce Pokemon. Dude, I knew I was going to get Rowlet from the very beginning. When the first leaks came out and we knew what the starter types were going to be, I immediately had already picked Rowlet and it never changed. This Pokemon is really fucking neat. This is, I mean, I've very rarely picked the grass type, but they paired it with flying type, which is really unique to me. Each form, all 3 forms are pretty neat looking. I don't have a problem with them at all. So it's good in battle. Its Z move's pretty neat. It's got the whole arrow thing going on, you know. So I don't know. It's just like I'm mostly I'm just marveling, really. I don't want to go into stats because they're good. So just know that they're good and it's useful in battle. The starter Pokemon are always pretty good in battle. So that's the best Pokemon of the new generation. Objectively. And when I say objectively, I mean, it's subjective, but objectively to me, in my personal feelings. You've been playing the new games? Do you have some favorite types? or favorite, just specific ones, not types. What are yours? You have to fucking tell me in the comment section below. I need to get videos out more frequently now, so just stay tuned. Okay.